Please stand for a moment's silence, salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting of the Mayor and Borough Council is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Asbury Park Press and published January 1st, 2016. In addition, a copy of the notice was posted on the bulletin board in your municipal building and filed in the office of the Borough Clerk. Roll call. Councilman Gleason.
Here.
Councilman Rosshausen.
Here.
Councilman Mosley.
Here.
Councilman Murray.
He was called out.
He was called to work.
Councilman McCormick.
Here.
Councilman Ross.
Here.
Mayor Craig.
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Public comment.
We'll open the meeting. The next portion of the agenda will be public comment. Does anybody have a question or comment? Please step forward and provide your name and address. Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, public comments closed. Next portion of the agenda will move to executive session. Resolution 2016-218, authorizing executive session for the purpose of contract negotiations, pending personnel and pending litigation and land acquisition.
Mosley.
Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Rosshausen?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion passes. We're in executive session. Thank you.
Closed session, right?
We don't know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to file an open request. We'll get a copy of the footage, because it's a public record. It's made, maintained, or kept on file in the course of government
They
business.
do this at every meeting, and it's against the law.
So have they filmed the audience before?
No, they're just doing it because we're here.
All right. Yeah, we'll type up the open request right now. I'm going to send it in. All right, let me just save my battery.
Take it out.
Oh, I won't be far. I'll only be on the side. I know. I'll even put the chair way up here. She asked me to let you know.
So when you get finished, you get
She's trying to work
Okay.
Can't carry over to the next year. Okay.
Do we have a motion to come out of executive session and back into public session?
Please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, we're back in public session. Moving on to section 6 of our meeting schedule, ordinances. We have ordinance 10-16, ordinance establishing an energy and ordinance 10-16, ordinance establishing an energy and natural gas aggregation program. This is the second reading. We'll open up for public hearing. If anyone has a question or comment for the public hearing, please step forward with your name and address. Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public comments?
Mosley.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Next is for roll call for the ordinance 10-16. Do I have a motion to pass? Going once?
Due to the information we received from the municipalities convention, I believe that we need to look into that, this issue more before we proceed with a specific company. There seem to be other options out there we should investigate first, so my inclination is that this is going to not get me information.
So I'll ask once again, there are no motions to oppose. Seeing none, this motion passes. This motion fails. Yes. Moving on to ordinance 7-16. Ordinance of the Municipal Council of the Borough of South Toms River County, Ocean State, New Jersey, adopting the municipal landfill redevelopment plan pursuant to local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 48:12A-1, and set. This is the second reading, so we'll open up for public hearing. Anyone has a question or comment, please step forward with your name and address.
Yeah, you know what, I have a question.
Please come forward.
Sealy Horn.
No, please step forward, we have Matt.
Sealy Horn, 13 Bucknell Drive. Regarding this whole plan, have there been open bids to any other companies that are investigating this or looking into this, or did you just choose one?
Under the redevelopment law, we don't have to go to public bid. We have designated a redeveloper for this project.
Right, who's under investigation as lawyer right now?
That is incorrect, ma'am.
Oh, no, it's not. We have the paperwork. We have the paperwork. It's from this, it's CC to you, every one of you.
I will ask our redevelopment counsel, can you please state the redeveloper name? Sorry, Joe.
I have a piece of paper George Gilmore's got mine.
Yeah, the redevelopment is represented by John Verlack from the Verlack Group.
Okay, so then what is
Mr. Gilmore was involved early on. I don't know if he still represents them or not. But
Okay.
this has nothing to do with the lawyer, the developers. This would be designated as a lawyer.
But he's the lawyer for the redeveloper. That's what
Correct.
it is. That's what.
I don't know, I'd be honest with you, you have to ask them if he is.
Right, I can show you the paper.
No, I'm saying, I don't know if he still is, that's my point.
Okay, so then you are.
I represent the town.
So then who's representing the redeveloper?
John Verlack. He's the
Okay.
one I talked to.
So then why is George Gilmore involved? Why is he at every meeting?
He hasn't been in a meeting that I've been at in months.
Do you want me to show you his paper with the signature on it?
No, I'm not saying he wasn't there. I mean, anything. We
I
have-
just think it's an extreme conflict of interest that man on the investigation by the FBI is involved in it.
That's up to his client to decide. We deal with the client, not the lawyer.
Okay, all right, and I was told by 3 lawyers that we needed to have kids, so that's still on dispute.
Any other public comments? Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public hearing?
Please.
All in favor to close?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, next roll call is to approve this, the second reading of ordinance 7-16. Do I have a motion to approve?
Please.
Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Roshausen?
Yes.
Councilman Moser?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes?
Councilman Ross.
Abstain.
Ordinance is passed on second reading. Moving on to Section 7, resolutions. Resolution 2016-12, rejecting all requests for qualifications of right-of-way easement acquisition for the Barney Branch Rail Trail Extension Project.
Ross.
Roll call.
Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion passes. Resolution 2016-213, authorizing the Borough Administrator Clerk to resolicit requests for qualifications for right-of-way easement acquisition for the Barney Branch Trail Extension Project. Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion passes. Resolution 2016-214, authorizing a lease agreement with the South Toms River Sewage Authority for 19 Double Trouble Road.
Roll, Council. McCormack.
I have a quick question about that. I think I was looking at the resolution, the work that they're gonna have done. Are they, that's.
We can't hear them.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
There are actually two questions on there. So there's one question that's on page 3. Very first sentence. Should be the authority shall.
Please use your microphones. We can't hear.
Sorry, we're talking about draft agreement between the South River Sewage Authority and the borough for their use of a portion of this building and moving out of the building that they're in.
I see what you're saying, so we'll make that clear.
And also, we add up the quote, the master drawing on the contractor's estimate.
Where's that located at?
It's the very last page.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sounds good. Wording.
I think that's on page 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The very first sentence should just say the authority. The authority shall defend and indemnify the borough.
We'll make that correction. Thank
So
you.
that's just a typographical error. And then on the very last page in the packet, the math on the estimate is incorrect. Total estimate is 33,220.
What was that saying, 33?
33,220. Unless there's some line item that's not supposed to be included. Did you get the same number I got?
I have less than that, so.
Needs to stay at 31,020 and fix whatever's in the middle.
It's entirely
I
possible.
got 3,200.
I have
mean, just
30,200.
30,200,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what I have.
So then when you
I
have that
less.
2820. Plus the
2820,
10, right.
then, yeah, you get the
There are
30.
2820 changes as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the
We did
30.
not to exceed on what we have here,
Yes.
31.
Do it, correct, make sure to double check the addition.
So is it changing to not exceed that?
No, it still needs to not exceed 31,020, no matter what it does in the middle.
That's what was authorized from,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
requested from the sewer authority.
Yeah. Have them fix it, whatever they need to fix.
I have first and second.
Mosley?
Councilman Gleason?
I'm going to abstain.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion approved. Resolution 2016-215, authorizing contract with Structural Concepts Incorporated for interior lobby improvements in the amount not to exceed $31,020.
Mosley?
Councilman Gleason?
Abstain.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion approved. Resolution 2016-216, authorizing the mayor and borough clerk to initiate negotiations for a municipal court shared service with Island Heights Borough.
Gleason.
Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Rosshausen?
Yes.
Councilman Wilson?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion approved. Resolution 2016-217, authorizing as-needed agreements for snowplow services under emergency circumstances for the Borough of South Township. Councilman Gleason?
Yes.
Councilman Rosshausen?
Yes.
Councilman Wilson?
Yes.
Councilman McCormick?
Yes.
Councilman Ross?
Yes.
Motion passes. Resolution 2016-216, authorize,
216.
oh, sorry, 19.
218.
219, sorry. Accepting the well, actually, we have to wait for this. We have to review the audit. So, we have to wait for that.
Need a motion to table that,
Let me see.
or no?
Let me see if Mr. Gallagher is here, because he's supposed to review.
I see.
Yeah. If, we'll open up for public comments, and then let me go see. We'll open up once again for public comments. Please step over the name and address if there are any comments or questions.
Just please state your name and address. Well,
Reverend Tammy Mitchell from Wells Chapel, South Toms River. How y'all doing tonight? Well, we've come, we wanted to ask about the property adjacent to the church, the park. We wanted to make a request that that property become part of our property. We would take care of it so that we can utilize all the land. The two pieces that we own and the piece in the middle. We thought you guys might want us to take that off your hands.
You have plans for the parcel on the opposite side of the playground?
We
from
do.
the chapel?
We do. There's no parking for the church. If we had a snowstorm now, we'd have to cancel service. So we have nowhere to be, so we want to take the trees down, and we'll combine that with working out, either pushing the park down so that we can bring the parking a little closer, but to also elongate the property so that we would like to put some kind of a community, not a community center, but some kind of a building that we can utilize as both a center for the young people as well as a facility to eat.
Would that go where the old Wells Chapel building is?
Partly, that's just not enough space, that piece right there. We'd add that together with the other two pieces to make it large enough.
Yeah, we've met a few times over the property.
They have.
I mean, it's costing us to maintain the park. You know, it would kind of be, getting rid of it. And they have total good use to it. They do have a lot of children. And I feel they would benefit from it, as far as I'm taking the park. It's a win for us, it's a win for them.
There have to be some sort of an agreement to make sure it stayed a park.
We have to make an agreement where we have to keep it as a park.
I don't know how the borough obtained the property, but if that was a condition of the
No, it wasn't, but if we're getting rid of it to them, we want to make sure that it remains that way.
Yeah, we agree.
Well, if we're going to word it, let's word it so that there remains a park on the property. It may be advantageous for us to move it over
To where the wooded area is.
to where the wooded area is, rather than to leave it where it is. However, the township is also looking at the divot, I think it is, that's there
Sinkhole.
inside the sinkhole.
The sinkhole in the basketball court.
Correct, we've talked about that before as well, so that perhaps you would fix that. And we're not exactly sure how it occurred or why it's there, but we want to make sure that it's safe.
No, that would be their problem.
That would be, if we kind of made some deal, I don't see that, because then it would fall under you, that would be one of your expenses to do the repairs.
One of the things that I would like to say is that we are a
That's the magic
church.
word, like.
We are a church,
I know.
and our intention is to impact the community and really work with the young people, even go so far as to, at some point, gain some of the housing so that we can do reentry programs for those that are trying to get back into the community and get their lives together. The church doesn't operate as a bank, so the church doesn't have a large amount of money that can continue to just fix things that perhaps were already there before I got here. I'm still dealing with a lot of repercussions acquiring the property now. So that would just be another expense that would be very difficult for us at this time. So I would respectfully request that if you guys were already looking at fixing the sinkhole, that you continue to do so in good conscience to help out the youth. Because if you're
The other way
lucky,
is, if you clear the woods and move the park over there, you're gonna have to put a parking lot in there anyway, for yourselves. You say you want to use it for parking.
that's true, but we could leave it the way it is, and then the sinkhole would stay, and the kids would still be using the park, and we'd be able to use the property on the other side.
Then
We
the
wanna
children are
work-
still in danger of getting themselves hurt in that hole.
We want to work with
It
you.
would be substantially cheaper for the church
One
to
thing
fix
I
that hole
can-
than it would be for the borough to fix that hole.
One thing I
Absolutely.
can suggest, and mainly because we put the parking of the basketball court in there previously, and last year we got a report from Mazur as to what needs to be done to eliminate that sinkhole, because if we don't do what needs to be done to eliminate it, it's going to continue to happen. And I would be willing to work with the church.
We would.
I would personally, not the borough,
Okay,
I would be personally be willing to work with the church.
so the borough would be willing to give us the land, but not work with us to fix it, is what you guys are saying? Just for
That
clarity.
decision hasn't been made.
No.
There will
I'm
be-
just asking for
there will be
clarity.
more conversation before the borough
Okay.
decides whether that's something we can consider doing. I'm sure you're aware that a decade or so ago, there was a lot of conversation about trading.
Yes, I
An
am.
undeveloped parcel for our favor.
Mhm.
That didn't come to pass at the time, for whatever reason, I don't know.
Well, I wasn't.
That was before your time. I understand that. But there'll be a great deal of conversation amongst the governing body before we get to the point where we can actually have some sort of agreement if we reach it.
May I ask, how long? You said there's a break, now I just want to get clarity, you said there's a break in time,
At
and,
the risk of being flipped, the wheels have turned slow.
That's my thing.
okay.
Very, very.
But it isn't, I can tell you for sure, it is not a decision that's going to happen here tonight.
Okay, I wasn't thinking tonight.
Yep.
Your next
More open
meeting.
for Christmas.
No, your next, I was put a bow on it. Your next meeting will be a month from now, all right?
No.
We actually have one at the end of the month.
Oh, with the capital England for the council meeting. Are we on for the fourth Monday? Okay.
Oh, I'll be back.
It's fourth
I
Monday.
think it's Tuesday though, sir. I think it's Tuesday because
Yeah, it is.
It's a holiday, because it's Tuesday.
The fourth
27th.
Tuesday of this month,
It's a
It's
27th.
Seven.
Particular month.
so you want to see me then?
Mr. Mayor, you want to come back, you will probably have a conversation between now and then.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's set something up with the Reverend, maybe one or two of us, and start figuring things out, come up with an idea.
Yeah, we
See what's gonna work.
We can sit down with that, and I'd like to include, because it's beginning the negotiations, and 3 days later, Mr. Hanshy will be on, he's gone? I'd like to include him in those conversations also, when we get ready to sit down and do that, and yourself.
Yeah, I'll be available.
And whoever's available, understanding we can't have any more than 3 of us there.
We can set up a date, start a meeting, and see what we work out. No
Start
promise,
talking.
we can try to see what we come up with.
I welcome just the conversation.
That's good.
Appreciate it. While I'm standing, can I bring anything else up while I'm here? Oh, great. We wrote a letter to you not too long ago, a few months back, in reference to the old Borough Hall. Am I referring to it correctly? What we wanted to do was utilize the space as a place for, part of it for reentry, another part for a soup kitchen, another part for a thrift store. We currently are operating one, but it's not in South Toms River. It's in Lakehurst, and we wanted to bring it closer so that we can help some of the people in this particular community because it's where we worship. And we were wondering if we can negotiate, while you're talking about the other stuff, if we negotiate utilizing that space as well. And at this particular point, I'm not asking to purchase the building because we don't have the revenue for that, but we are asking to begin utilizing it so that we can help the community. That's our primary goal. And we have we've been experiencing a lot of people walking around in South Toms River with no place to sleep, no place to go. And we want to start looking for grants and things of that nature so that we can use the space that's currently empty to house some of these people and do some of the work. We're not looking to make money doing it. The church members will use it for volunteer purposes. And we'll be able to train some of our young adults that are coming up and some of the older teachers that are retired to do some after school stuff, but it's closer to the church rather than trying to come over into Berkeley for the community staff.
Could I ask that perhaps you do write up something about the ideas you have for the building and the services, so to speak, the ministries that you offer?
Okay.
So we have something, an idea of what you're thinking about.
Absolutely. You'll have that at the next meeting. I did write something already, but I'll give you a little.
That was distributed. There was a quick introduction, a letter of interest.
Okay, so you want a little more detail.
A lot more detail.
A lot more. I'll bring it with me at the next meeting. Okay, and last but not least, I would like to invite you all to worship. We worship on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. Sunday school's at 9 o'clock. And on 4 Sundays, we try to feed the young people that come in. So if you're not busy, just come on by. And if you feel so obliged to worship with us or to be a part of the worship, you can always come and share during read. We have one Sunday where we call it, what do we call it?
Breakfast in a book.
Breakfast in a book, where you get a chance to talk to some of the young people and see how many of them there are, and then introduce yourself as well. Okay? So I'll see you at the next meeting. Amen? Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? Please let us know. Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public comment?
Girls.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, public comment is closed. Before we entertain resolution 2016-219, I would ask you to please look at the audit. Generally, our CFO is providing the review. However, the mayor and I sat down with the auditor last week, and as the auditor said, we have a very clean bill of health. We have the largest surplus that the borough has ever had, so we are very encouraged by that. We have very strong financial operations. The fund balance for 2015 is $675,000, $873.78.
Even better than that, our current year recommendations are none, and all of last year's recommendations are resolved.
Yes, you beat me to it, Councilman.
That's my word of thumb, sorry about that. That's the page you want to look at. That's the page you need to look at.
We have no recommendations. They are very encouraged with the way we've been operating. We also have increased our tax collections from 93% to 98%. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Joe.
Good holiday.
You too.
So we have very strong financial operations, and if anybody would like to have the audit, that will be posted and advertised starting tomorrow. Take a few minutes to review over.
Say that coupled with the very strong response to the state's best practices is very, very strong. Very, very good.
Very good report.
Any questions from council? Seeing none. Resolution 2016-219, accepting the 2015 annual audit report of the Borough of South Windsor, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey. Do I have a first, please?
Mosley.
Ross.
Council Gleason?
Yes.
Council Rothausen?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Council McCormick?
Yes.
Council Ross?
Yes.
Motion passed. I have nothing else, sir. Anything else? Any other business?
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Turnout was absolutely spectacular.
Yes.
It certainly was.
Anna's idea to invite the choir from the school was, what a great idea. Wish you'd have thought of that 100 years ago.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
We have some beautiful photos of everybody being entertained outside with the full moon also. So please check it out on our Borough Facebook page already.
Worked out very well. Excellent.
Thanks to everybody.
Seeing no other business, do I have a motion to close?
Mosley.
Any opposed? Seeing none, return. Thank you.